Spud Guns, welcome back to another episode of, Creeping Screams. It's kind of more of what the channel is called than the actual. Okay, anyway, so this would be my vampire tag. I don't know if anybody has done one. I'm sure they have. I'm too damn lazy to Google, so whatever. This is my version of a vampire tag, and I think I'm going to start by giving you my top 10 vampire films. So number 10 would be the made-for-TV movie Nick Knight from 1989, starring Rick Springfield, which of course spawned the TV series Forever Knight. Number 9, Hotel Transylvania 2. Yes, it's a cartoon and it has Adam Sandler, but you know what? Deal with it. Number 8, Near Dark with Lance Henriksen. Number 7, the original From Dusk Till Dawn. Number 6. Okay, come on. Are you ready for this one? A Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes, Freddy Krueger is a vampire. He survives by eating the energy and souls from people. The energy that is created by fear and by lust in people's dreams and the confusion in people's dreams. He is a classic folklore vampire. Psychic vampire. If you want to argue, put it in the comments. If you agree, put it in the comments. All comments are welcome. Number 5, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the original 1992 film, starring Kristy Swanson and Pee Wee Herman. Number 4 would be Interview with the Vampire. Number 3 would be the original 1985 Fright Night, which if you've seen my Fright Night video or pretty much any video I've done on this channel, I've got a selection of Fright Night t-shirts from Fright Rags. So number 2, the 1992 Bram Stoker's Dracula starring Gary Oldman. And my number 1 favorite on my top 10 vampire films is Lost Boys, starring Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. Alright, so let's get into this tag. So number 1, what is your favorite vampire movie? Lost Boys. That movie came out when I was 12. It's been my favorite movie for 30 years. Oh, wow. Number 2, who is your favorite Renfield? Well, this is a toss-up for me. It would be the 1979. I might have to double-check my year on this. Love at First Bite, the Renfield played by Artie Johnson. And 20 years later, ish, the Peter McNeil, who played Renfield in Dracula Dead and Loving It. Peter McNichol. I totally mangled his name, so I will put his name there somewhere. Number 3, who is your favorite female vamp? That would have to be Angie Everhart from The Crypt Keeper Presents Bordello of Blood. Her character of Lilith, she's got the campiness and the one-liners, and she's unapologetic, and yeah. Number 4, who is your favorite Dracula? Well, for me, that's got to be Gary Oldman. Hands down, it's Gary Oldman. Number 5, who is your favorite hunter? Going from TV and movies, I'm going to come back to the character of Mr. Peter Vincent, Fearless Vampire Hunter, as played by Roddy McDowall in both Fright Night and Fright Night 2. Though I have to admit, the two remakes that came out in 2011 and 2013, they had some pretty good characteristics added when they updated the character of Mr. Peter Vincent, first putting him as a Las Vegas, I forgot the name of the place there for a second, Las Vegas magician, and a reality TV star in the 2013 one. I don't know the name of the actor from that one, but they added some new depth, and they really did bring in some modern respectability, maybe. Though I know people will argue with me on that. So, character in general, favorite hunter, my character in general is Mr. Peter Vincent, and Roddy McDowall, who played him in the first two movies, is my ideal. So question number 6, what is your favorite monster mashup? For me, that's got to be Monster Squad. Again, that came out when I was like 13 years old. And that was one of the first times I think the characters were really represented. Yes, you had Dracula and he was the leader, and you had Frankenstein and he was a little bit subdued. And then you had the Mummy, who was pretty much just cannon fodder. But that was the first time I had ever seen the creature from the Black Lagoon in anything. And he kind of started popping up in other movies then. Number 7, what is your favorite weapon of choice? I got 2, okay? From the TV show Angel, where you see in the opening credits, it was from the first episode and it got used in the opening credits all the time, but the little mini trench coat, the little mini trench coat stakes that were on the mechanism, I love that. And anytime I see a vampire movie use water balloons filled with holy water, I'm like, yay! Because when we were kids, when we used to play vampires, we didn't have like fancy bottles and stuff. We had water guns and we had water balloons, and we would run around and yeah. So anytime I see a vampire movie use water balloons or water gun, especially the water balloons, that's my weapon of choice, man. Question number 8. Lestat, Louis, or Armand? Well, if you're talking about just from the movie, from Interview with the Vampire, then Lestat all the way, definitely. If you're talking about the books, I am partial to half the series of Armand, and the rest of the time, yeah, okay, I'm a Lestat girl through and through. Question number 9. What vampire remake is your favorite? If you're going to fall back on a Dracula, then for me it is the 1992 Bram Stoker's Dracula by Francis Ford Coppola with Gary Oldman and Keanu Reeves. I did like the 2013 remake of Fright Night, which is technically called Fright Night 2: The New Blood. It was shot in, I believe it was Romania. It could have been, I will have to double check on that. But yes, it is set in Romania. Whether it was actually shot there or not, I will have to double check. And it brings in elements from both the original movie and from the original sequel. So you have the character of Jerry Dandridge as a woman. And it's I don't know. I really like that. I thought it was a decent remake. I wasn't as thrilled with the remake of Embrace of the Vampire, but I will get to that on another day. Question number 10. What vampire genre is your favorite? I actually love the Western vampire genre. Obviously, From Dusk Till Dawn made it the biggest splash with it, but the movie, and I'm going to get the year wrong. I know I'm going to get the year wrong on this. I desperately want to say 1992. I will have to check it out. Sundown Vampire's Retreat with Bruce Campbell. That is one vampire western that did it really good. It knows when to be campy and when to take itself seriously. Near Dark can be considered a western because a lot of it does take place out in the desert, as does The Forsaken. But Near Dark can also be considered a road trip movie. Think about that for a second. But yes, the vampire western has probably been done more than any other in the last 40 years. No, I lie. The traditional Victorian vampire is done more so than any other. Yes, because of all the Hammer films. But my favorite vampire subgenre, vampire genre, is indeed the vampire western. Okay, this went a little quicker than I thought, so I'm throwing it out there. If there is a proper vampire tag, let me know down in the comments below so that I can, check them out and possibly do them. Otherwise, anybody watching this, tag You're It and let me know if you've done it, if you did this one. Till next time, creeping screams.